Hey everybody, by the time you see this video, this will be Christmas Day. This is our trip to Texas. We got a little bit of a Christmas present and we got a little bit of Grinch.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so we got a few things to share with you in this video, but one thing we did want to say is thanks for coming along with us on all our trips, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, welcome to Texas.
Look what we found.
Yeah, this is Tigner Adventures, and we are working our way around the country again. So we are currently in Bridgeport, Texas, and this is the home of McFly's Pub and Bar and Pub. Is that what that said, or something like that? Anyway,
we found this sign.
Yeah, it's themed Back to the Future. So this is just right here. There's some houses behind here. They don't look like the houses in the movie. So, of course, you know, if you remember, the sign was there, but there was no houses anyway.
Yeah.
So anyway, there's Marty back there. So, hey, Marty, how are you doing?
Is that who that is? Marty?
Marty McFly.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Gotta go watch it.
Yep. So anyway, we're going to check out the town a little bit more, see what's going on. We've got to show you this little issue that we had getting here, though. That was kind of a bummer. Someone decided to drop off a bale of hay in the middle of the road. At least it was a smaller bale instead of one of these big rolls here. But here is some video from our rear camera. You can see that this car was coming up to the side of me, and when I seen the bale of hay, I tried to move over, and I couldn't move over all the way because the car was there, and so I ended up hitting it a little bit. But this is another view from our back camera pointing forwards, and then another view from our front camera pointing back. Anyway, we destroyed that bale of hay, but of course it did some damage to the motorhome. This is my step. So this portion right here got all bent. That's just from a bale of hay. Kind of bent that one back there just a little bit. I think it was because of this one. So I'll have to try to pull this all back in here. I don't know what's going to happen. Just a little bit of work. It won't move. So just by hitting a bale of hay, but I'm lucky that I didn't hit it anywhere else, because it could have tore out our exhaust on our generator. Or this is my electronic department, and it could have just ripped out a bunch of the wiring and stuff. So if I would come over this way, so we lucked out. So anyway, we're not going to let that keep us down. We're going to still have lots of fun while we're here. We are at the visitor center in Bridgeport. They have a stone quarry here, and this truck was from 1942, and that was used in the quarry. So kind of interesting. Doesn't seem to be that big, but you know, I guess, you know, back in 1942 that was probably pretty big. But we're used to those trucks they run up and down in Kennecott Copper in Salt Lake City that are, the tire is taller than an individual. Anyway, a little fun fact. And of course, we're in Texas, so oil country. So there's got these oil things all over the place, and someone's making some good money. And of course, gas here, $2.20 per gallon, and diesel we found for $2.80 a gallon. So it's darn cheap here. This is really nice. Really loving this, I'll tell you. We're filling up for sure before we leave. This is the Bridgeport Visitor Museum. So it's only open Monday through Fridays from 1 to 4. Well, 9 to noon and 1 to 4. So it's closed today. This is Saturday. They've got the Butterfield Stagecoach right here. So yeah, there's the Stagecoach. Lots of glass. So sorry about the reflection.
You could be riding in it.
Yeah, we could be riding in it. Bridgeport was the stagecoach capital of Texas. So, you know, the big state of Texas. So anyway, we're going to be in Texas for a little bit, meandering around, doing some things. We got to get some work done on the rig. We got to get some, let's see, Oh, just got to finish those darn cabinets. So we're going to get that all done on this video and be completely done with it so we can actually have some fun, right?
Oh, I'm having fun.
Oh, and we'll probably, oh, and we're right next to a lake where we're camping. So we're going to take our kayaks out and get those out and check those all out.
One
Kayak. One kayak. We used to have 2 paddle boards. I keep saying paddle boards, but kayaks, whatever.
And we used to live in Texas.
Yeah, we used to live in
3
Texas.
years.
Yep, for 3 years, and that was a long time ago, and things have really changed a lot.
So the first thing that we got done while we're here in Texas is to fix this issue with our transmission. Yeah, so when we turn it on, you can see that it just doesn't light up. And so we took that out and got that fixed. In this video, we show that, and now this is our results.
We're turning the key on. Ooh, look at that. It came right on. That's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and start it. All right. That is on and looks good. This isn't an everyday job. These are my ride height adjusters. And one of them popped off. So that wasn't good. It was actually this one. I tried to adjust it up a little bit and there wasn't enough left. And then I also noticed that this one is all cracked and everything. So anyway, I went ahead and replaced these. So now this is what it looks like. Installed brand new ride height adjusters.
And interesting enough, when I put the ride heights adjusters in here, I noticed this shock was coming off, and it actually was doing this on both sides. We've been having some issues with it. Felt like we were bottoming out, and come to find out these shocks were just a little bit big for the rig, and so it destroyed the shocks. So that made it so it started becoming really bouncy as we went down the road. And so nice to have a company that stands behind their product. They went ahead and sent us over to this luxury coach here in Dallas. And we came up on the lift here. We ended up spending the night here at their place, which was nice that they let you stay in your coach. But they went ahead and replaced these shocks with these new ones. And boy, did that make a difference on the ride. And this stop wasn't just all about work. We also had some fun. So we did this video here on this new kayak that we got. And we took it out on the lake with our friends Dennis and Terry, and we had some fun.
This is looking pretty good. I'm just sitting back here videoing. Ninette's doing all the work. This is a pretty big bay. This is a big lake. This is Bridgeport Lake.
And if you guys have been watching us long, you remember that we stopped a couple years ago in Ninette, Manitoba, and for Ninette, and today we stopped at Greetings from Roscoe. Roscoe is my middle name, and that's what I use when I'm teaching, so this was kind of fun.
Well, you don't see this every day. Look at this. This is an armadillo, because we're in Texas. There's lots of those, and it's made out of traffic cones. This is in front of this grade school here, and oh, it's not a grade school? Oh, we're not sure what it is. Some kind of state thing, but it's probably a transportation office because it's all traffic cones. Yeah, big old cones. Yep, for sure.
It's cute.
It's cute.
Okay, this is the last update on our cabinets. You're probably saying, yay. But I just wanted to show you, I did get the finish on. So sprayed it with some semi-gloss finish. We've got all the hardware mounted. I got my mirror mounted here so that I can see back behind me when things go bang. Here you can see that we have our cadenzas finished. We have all the hardware on there. So the doors are all working now, and also let me do this one. Our cabinets. We can store stuff in there now. And look at this. We were able to find the plywood in Dallas. So we got our plywood, finished that off. Ninette's set up our Christmas tree because it's Christmas time, right? And so that works out really nice right there. You can't see it very good, but we have our monitor back here. And I mounted that right down here. So that is mounted, and it comes in front of the TV, and she can actually work on her computer, or we can do whatever on that monitor. Here is the pantry. So Ninette's been putting stuff in here. Kind of did things a little different here. put the guard up here so it just stays there. That way, you know, different things. We were having problems with if it was up a little ways like this to hold things in so they didn't come off, then you couldn't get some of the items out. So this is a new design, and she's put some little skid things right here. So that's great. And here it is all finished. Look at this. We got our big side it's all filled in now, and the hardware is all on our cabinet. So it is working out good. We got our locks in there. So, I guess I should say, we did put this little one on this one because this is really little items. So we're trying something different there just a little bit. But just because they would fall out if we opened it. But everything else is staying in place where it's supposed to go. And it's got a little lock right up here. Right now it's only got one. I think that's all we need. But we can put another one on later if we need to down here. So that is really exciting to have that all finished. Well, maybe things are never ever finished. We're always changing things up here and there, but we can modify whatever we do. But the idea is to make this as much home as you can make it. And if you come up with ideas of way to change things to make things better for you, that's what this is all about. And these particular changes were specifically for Ninette. I've been doing all these things on the coach. This time we're doing things inside to kind of help her out on different things. This food storage is really going to help out a lot.
Well, we are in Texas and there's no snow, so if you can't have snow, you just got to make it yourself. This is a cute little display in this little park. All right, we are leaving Texas. We have got a lot of things done. Yep. Look, I even got my Amazon package this morning, so we are out of here and we are going to close this video out. We got some great things done. The rig is riding really nice. We left the campground to go get our Amazon package and the rig, and it is not bouncing around or anything like it was. It was bouncing so bad that it felt like you were in a bouncy house for sure. So every time you hit a little bump, let alone a big bump. So anyway, so we're on our way to Arkansas. Oh, the wind's picking up too. So anyway, we are on our way to Arkansas, so that'll be our next video. We're going to visit our friends Bill and Darla and help them out on their little tiny home they're building. Tiny, yeah, well, tiny compared to ours. Bigger than their motorhome though. So anyway, thanks for coming along with us. We have had a lot of fun in Texas. And so we're going to call it quits for now. And we wanted to introduce you to Dennis and Terry, but they left the day early. Yeah, so we'll have to catch them on another video when we get to Florida.
They'll be around.
Yep, they'll be around. So anyway, thanks for coming along with us. We'll catch you on our next video or down the road somewhere. So see you later. Bye.